Hello, welcome, what is good guys? Tone here, and today we're going to be playing some more Wildfrost, continuing the run we did for my first look in the previous video where we did a bit of a summary and overview on the game. And this is the first time I'm continuing our run here. So this looks like the screen we get, just a little overview of our deck and our I'm gonna call these relics, but our bell here we got from beating the boss, and we can choose to continue or start a new run, it looks like. Well, we are going to be continuing. We just had a very close victory over the boss of the first section of the game there. We have a lot of guys here injured from that fight. I do still have this charm here, gain barrage and reduced by 2. So we were leaning into poison a little bit, and I wasn't planning to try and lean into like one archetype here, it just sort of happened. And I think poison does happen to stack really well, because if you play this on someone, they take 3 damage, and then 5 total after a turn, 6 total after 3 turns. If you happen to get 3 and then 2 on them on the same turn, even if one of these guys does it, now you're taking 5 damage turn 1, 9 turn 2. It just scales very well, so I was figuring that might be cool to play into now that we just happen to run into a few guys that do that. But that's what we're working with. Our next fight will be tough because these guys are injured. So what that means is they're at half health and half attack. Now, fortunately, their attack doesn't even matter. These are all low attack guys to begin with. The poison guys have 0 attack. And injured doesn't seem to affect their poison damage. But they are at half health, and this guy in particular is supposed to be tanky and take hits. So that's slightly problematic for them. It does mean we can heal with this thing if we get this early. So we'll actually, I wonder if it lets you go above your half. We'll see about that, because that makes me wonder if you can play these and then withdraw them and replay them if they're at half health. So we'll have to see about that. That's a bit of a question there. And then we have this to play still, which puts barrage on someone but reduces their damage by 2. And you can only play it on someone that does have 2 damage to reduce. It can also play on cards. That's what we got here. Before I do start, I'll give my usual reminder that if you guys would like to support this channel and my other work, you can do so over at patreon.com/tonehack. So we got 2 routes here. We have the woolly snail and then a battle. We can grab treasure, which is cards, another ally. We're always going to hit the shop. The muncher is card removal. This is only the second time I've seen it, and I haven't seen that many runs, but this is really useful. So I'm going to grab this. This also gives us the bling snail cave, which gives us more bling to spend at the shop going into it. Seems like a really good path for us. And this guy's just really cute. We get to feed the muncher some cards. I think we just get rid of 2 of these scrappy swords. Yeah, it seems to be what we want to do here. And yeah, last time he only ate 2, so I'm assuming they eat 2 normally. It's interesting, they have a bell like we do. Bells seem to be have some kind of significance in this game. 44 extra bling to spend here at the shop. What do we have here? We have a shield is on sale. What's a temporary attack debuff? 8 damage to a snow to target. We don't want to apply a lot of snow right now. Well, I don't think I've seen this before. Noomlin Biscuit. Add Noomlin to a card in your hand and consume, which means you can play it once per battle. Noomlin means it does not end your turn when played. Oh, wow. So this ends your turn when you play it, but then you get to play the other card for free every time you draw it. That sounds really strong. Probably play that on like Sunrod, Berry Blade, or the Hammer. Now we did take a bell that lowers our redraw bell counter by 1. Which means every time we hit that we draw 6 cards. And now we have, what, 3 turns, I guess? Before we can redraw again. So basically we want to play 3 good cards every time we draw. That gives us 1 extra card we can play if we draw it. Sort of? Is that a way to look at it? I think it is. We can get Charm Machine. We get the Crown. I think the Crown's going to be really good here. That lets us play something turn 1. I've only had it on one of the allies, and it let you place them at the same time you place your leader. And last fight we had a problem where one of our guys was like at the bottom of our deck, and we didn't get them out until 3 redraws, which was like basically the end of the fight. I think playing that could be pretty good. I actually like it on this guy because he tanks and he also scales. Every 5 turns using your ability is kind of slow. Yeah, let's try out the Crown. And yeah, it looks like we could put that on anything. I can give this guy Barrage. That's actually pretty strong. Snows the whole row. I want to put the Crown on this guy, but I don't know if it's very good for this fight in particular. Let's do it. Oh, you can hardly see it behind his other hat. And I'm thinking about putting the Barrage on this guy. Let's go ahead and do it. And then, oh wait, how do I bring this guy into my deck, actually? To rename. Did I make a mistake? Oh, here we go. We have to pull someone out first. I'm hoping these guys will get not injured if I take them out of the fight for a turn. Pull you out and pull you in. There we go. Figured out the UI there. Let's try this. 36 left to spend. Just enough to get this. I can buy one of these, basically. I do see the value in having some more defense, but I think we have enough stuff to play already. So I'm just going to hold our money and go into the battle. Ooh, I haven't seen this, like, faction of enemies before. I guess it's random. These are like the acorn people. So this guy applies shell. This guy starts with 10 shell and deals additional damage equal to their shell. Wow, okay. And this guy applies 2 shell to all allies. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if poison bypasses shell. Or shroom, if shroom bypasses shell. Get you in here so you can start slowing these people down. Get our guys in here. So you're gonna do 2 damage to them. You're gonna do 2 damage to them. I'm gonna pull you up front to tank the damage, and then I can heal you with the Berry Blade next turn. Well, next turn we do get a redraw bell. This will be fine. Try healing with the Berry Blade now. I'm tempted to do that for science to see if we can get you above 5. I also want to apply the spores. Let's do this. Curious to see if it goes through the shell or not. It does not, okay. Which I think makes sense, it is good, but a lot of games that have poison and shield, the poison goes through the shield, so good to see there. This guy's actually getting really scary with all that shell. Now if I redraw, I can put the Sunrod on this Fun Gun guy, and then he'll put 3 more poison on you. Even bring you down here to get even more poison on you. Which seems wise. I think we'll maybe do that. Which means I don't get to use the Berry Blade this turn. I do have another Snow Stick to slow people down, and I have another Poison Applier. Let's do that. I think we need to apply a lot of damage quickly here. This will apply 3 poison right away, and it does damage. It's a little better than putting the Sunrod on you. Except playing the Sunrod on you next turn is a bit of a waste. If I want to do both of these, it'd be pertinent to do this first. We might be slowing you down next turn. You're applying poison. Let's do this. Okay, we got some poison stacking up for like the first time this whole run. The poison is finally working out. Alright, you're gonna do 4 damage. It'd be awesome if I can get you to shell up. I guess poison's a bit of an anti-synergy with you because I think the poison happens after you attack. I do not see a way for us to get you to kill anything here. I'll just let you do your damage. So you're currently killing this guy. Well, you're doing damage to them and then poison's killing this guy. Poison is killing you this turn. So I don't have to worry about this row, really. So now I can look at increases someone's damage, which looks pretty good when you have Barrage now, Mr. Snoof. I can drop this guy in to tank an attack eventually. Get them out of my deck for the time being. I can play 2 more cards before my redraw bell. I can put poison on the Shell Witch to start hurting this guy. Lots of options here. We're getting new guys in next turn. Let's poison you, I think. Okay, so you're still here. We have a Prickle, gain 2 teeth. Deals damage to attackers. Oh, yikes. So you're actually going to do 2 damage back to our Snoof here. Unless I bring them down. Although I kind of like them slowing this whole row. Also, if I upgrade your damage, then this guy dies this turn too, which is nice. Although you're dying next turn already. You're taking 2, 1, and then 1 from poison. So I don't really have to worry about that. I don't like that you're taking 2 damage from the Prickle, though. Is this a new conquer? I guess it is. You doing snow to this row is pretty good with the loot goblin. I can like poison this entire row. Bring you down here. Try to let poison deal with the prickle. This guy won't be dying if I bring the snoof down, though. You do if I play the snow stick on you, and that means you don't heal everyone or give 2 shell to everyone, which is a lot of extra shielding this turn. We get a redraw next turn. I think laying down this poison is going to be really strong here. I think I'm going to do it to this top row, and yeah, maybe I do it like this. This guy's going to take this 2 damage hit, but then I'm going to find... we're going to get the Berry Blade. I think I'm going to try and heal him with the Berry Blade. Hitting this guy with the Berry Blade feels pretty good. Probably just want to kill them with the hammer, though. If I hit them with the hammer next turn, they'll die extra turn after that, but if all they're doing is buffing their teeth, then that's fine. Except they might get more shell to mess that up. You're applying 2 shroom. Yeah, I think as long as this guy's here, we don't want you to be on this row, so we'll let you do that to this row. Okay, yeah, so I think I want to deal with this prickle, so we're either doing the Berry Blade or the hammer on this guy this turn. So Berry Blade leaves you at 2 hit points while you have 1 poison. This puts you up to 4 poison, which means you'll die next turn. Even after they give you 2 shield, because that'll be 4-7 damage total, which is how much we would have to do. If I do it next turn, or if I do the Berry Blade, you're down to 2, and then you're taking 1. I think we're going to do this. I think the poison gave us extra damage on the goblin, which is nice. Alright, well, you definitely can't be up here. Unless I heal you with the Berry Blade. And you can tank another hit. Well, I think you need to be down here so you can actually apply that to this guy. We probably want to put the most poison on right now. And who do we want to take this damage? Probably you. Although we do have 3 waves left, like we don't want to chunk you down too much. We can let the Snoof tank this for now and maybe withdraw them at some point. Actually, don't want to withdraw this guy. gains 2 health. I feel like this would be the turn to do it. Find out. Oh, he healed 5? Ooh, okay. Withdrawing your injured cards is actually really strong then. I wonder if this guy keeps his buffs if I withdraw him. I might try withdrawing this guy after this turn. I just want this guy to get healed a bit. I think doing more damage to the Conquer is not something we will regret. Right, Snoof is doing their barrage again. I actually don't care for any of these cards that much, unless we wanted to try and farm the Goblin. I don't think we want to. There's a bit of a question. We could redraw early if we wanted to. But also getting this guy out sooner than later could be very good. I think the Flame Water, especially on the Snoof, is always going to be solid. Slowing guys down is going to be good. So I don't think I'll redraw, but I could see like the discussion there. I think Flame Water on the Snoof could be very good. This guy has 5 armor, or 5 total effective health, and they're taking 4 poison, so they'll die next turn before they proc, actually. Another turn before the wave comes in. You know what, let's get the Woodhead out here. You're gonna get them low enough so that this guy can kill and actually get their shield. You're running this turn. I actually think we're in a great position right now. Alright, we have more guys coming next turn. I think playing Berry Blade on the fun, or to heal the Fun Gun again, gets him up to 7. Getting the Wort into play before this wave could also be very good. Let's do that, because the only thing I get from playing the Berry Blade this turn is extra loot from the Goblin. I don't care too much about that. Let's get the Wort into play. They can start ticking down. Bolgo. Big Acorn. When hit, gain attack. They attack every 3 turns, and they have a lot of health. This guy attacks for 4 and gains 2 shell every 4 turns. You heal everyone. Okay. I think we can do this. And you don't have snow resistance. We can actually stack snow on you, which is going to be very good. We can actually tank even like a beefy attack from you at least like once probably. So all right, we got some good, and we have the Woodhead. I actually feel pretty comfortable right now. So how do we want to do this? I think we want to kill this Shell Witch. Focus them down if we can. While healing the Fun Gun. Maybe healing you is kind of irrelevant. No, because I can tank attacks for you. Alright, we have 2 guys attacking this turn. I think we want to get... Well, you're guaranteed to poison this guy twice. Which is 4 poison. You'll take 7 damage after 2 turns. Isn't quite enough to kill you. Or we can start poisoning Bolgo and the Shell Witch. If you apply poison to Bolgo this turn, I can play Sunrod. Let's start stacking poison on Bolgo. I like this, actually. And we'll snow you as well. We're gonna try to keep this guy perpetually snowed, I think. So I think how I want this to work is I'm gonna play the Sunrod on you. So you attack this turn, poison him. You're gonna attack twice aimlessly. Yeah, this is, I like where this is going. I think I'm just gonna apply 2 more poison onto you immediately. Oh, is your shell cracking? You probably have a second phase, buddy. I'm scared. I was gonna apply 2 Spore to you, but if I redraw, I'll be able to apply 3, so let's just do that. Or 2 Shroom, I should say. That's fun. I like that. His character model is based on how much shell he has. He gets angrier as he takes damage as his attack goes up. Oh, you're attacking this turn. For 9. You can block. Or I can just apply snow to you. But I'm gonna let you block. Although you can't block if I damage you this turn. Well, it depends how much I damage you. It'll go up to 10 if you get hit again. You have 13 effective health. Because I was looking at either using the Sunrod or the Snow Stick on you. If I Sunrod you, then you're applying 4 to this guy, but he goes up to 11 attack. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So you die this turn, no matter what, to poison. Is there a way we can kill you? You have 10 health, we're doing 4, 5. You have 6, 7. Looks like we're a little shy of it. So I think we just let this turn play out. That fight went way better than I was expecting, based on our past fights. But I think trimming down our deck, getting the faster redraw bell, being able to put the crown on this guy, from one battle to the next, we actually changed our deck a lot. That's really cool to see. Actually, is how much you can alter your deck between these big battles. Instead of having a lot of little fights with little ways to modify your deck in between, it feels like this game is giving you a lot of big battles with big ways to a lot of ways to modify your deck in between, and having these long battles is pretty neat. I guess that's what Monster Train did as well, but the battles definitely feel a lot different. So I guess we get a free treasure here. We don't go right into the fork yet. We get the Pepper Reaper. Applies 3 spice, temporarily increases attack, but clears after triggering. This is pretty solid in our deck because we have a guy doing Barrage, and we have a guy that's attacking twice with Frenzy. We could also go on the Foxy here, who gets a 3 Frenzy. Although I'm liking this squad now that Snoof has Barrage. I also noted this guy did remove his injured status while in reserve. So that's actually a pretty good reason to have extra allies, so you can basically have injured reserve there to take a football term. When an enemy is killed, gain bling. And this is something that stays in the on the field, has 1 health. This is the same thing. When active, add +2 damage to items in your hand. It's really good on the Berry Blade. Very good on the Spore Pack. That's about it. It makes them both very good. It notably doesn't increase the shroom damage, of course. This does 2 damage on its own. Oh, this applies 2 damage to whoever uses it as well. Which actually makes it a lot worse. I didn't notice it had damage on it. It's doing 2 damage to the Snoof. The Foxy is bad. The Work can take it. And then he's doing 6 damage to stuff. Maybe that's worthwhile. But yeah, that makes that proposition a bit tougher. This is also like a net win if we play it on the Rodstone to help them kill something and then they get 4 shell back. And one thing I'm seeing is like we have a lot of like companions and then this guy to play, so having like another thing that has to be played to get the effect isn't something I'm looking forward to. I think the Pepper Reaper looks intriguing here. I didn't notice we were allowed to skip that, but it looked interesting for sure. The Muncher is calling me. You can munch the Scrappy Sword and maybe a Snow Stick. Maybe the Flame Water. The Flame Water better to scrap than a Snow Stick. It's not very good in our deck outside of Snoof. And Foxy, who I'm not using. Maybe I'll remove the Scrappy Sword and the Flame Water. Let's do that. I think a removal here sounds really good. Let's see, we have Wallop. Deal 8 additional damage to snowed targets. So you work pretty well if I do keep those 2 snow cards. And we have the Barrage. Yeah, we do have some snow synergy left. I felt like we had gotten rid of it, but now that we have Snoof back in the lineup, and I haven't removed any of the snow cards, this looks pretty good. And you have like a nice tanky health pool. You do a lot of damage every 4 turns. This looks like a pretty solid card. Shelly, when an enemy is killed, apply 3 shell to the attacker. So this is basically our leader's innate ability. We're doing a lot of poison damage, so this doesn't feel like it works that great for us. When destroyed, add a frenzy to a random ally. This could be very good. So this is like a hero that you just put in, or like to get killed. All of our allies are really good with frenzy. You basically let them tank 1. I think the Wallop and the Pooty both look very good here. And then what, do you use this? Oh, but this guy takes up a companion slot, so I'd have to remove one of these guys to use them. Which I'm not going to do. Okay. Actually, I'd have to remove any of these guys to use one of them. I'm going to just grab the Wallop. But I'm not going to put them in the lineup yet. There's maybe an argument to put them in over the Wort. We'll see. Okay, we talked about that. We'll do it that way. On to battle. Yikes, all these guys have a lot of spikes on them. Which fortunately our poison works well against them, that stuff, but our guys that attack are not that great. Oh wait, while active add 3 spike to all allies. Okay, it's you doing that. Otherwise this guy's just very tanky. The Smog. While active add aimless to all enemies. Ooh. This, I gotta say, these are some fantastic interactions. This is very well designed, this encounter right here. This guy adds spikes to all allies, and then this guy makes it so we can't choose who we attack. Really clever stuff. Now it seems like getting direct damage on this guy, either of these guys, to get them out of the picture would be very good. So I'm looking at like the hammer and the berry blade. Like putting the hammer on you so it starts ticking your health away starts looking pretty good. You have less health, and then we can focus the marrow from there. You do not perform well against Spike, so I think we probably don't even play you yet. You can come in next turn, and then you're able to attack before the smog. Actually, the order of that doesn't matter a whole lot, because the poison isn't going to kill everyone that quickly. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna let you take this guy's 2 damage. I'm gonna put poison on you. Oh, your aimless overrides your barrage. You're just gonna attack one person at random. Interesting. Ooh, that means you might... Wait, you're gonna die, actually. I forgot it. You only have 3 health. That's problematic. Well, 50-50 that you die. Playing you to begin with was a bad idea in hindsight, because even with Barrage, you were going to get killed. I'm thinking about doing 3 damage to you with the Berry Blade. Now you die in 2 turns. Or now, but then our other guy died. It's unfortunate. They were a pretty useful card for us. I misplayed that, but this is fine. Okay. I'm gonna bring you in now, Mr. Wirt. We gotta kill this guy so we can fight the other stuff. You're buffed up to 5 Shroom already. You're not killing anyone this turn. Go ahead and redraw. Notice I skipped redrawing last turn because I wanted to get Wirt in. Okay, so you're about to play 5 Shroom. This could apply Shroom. So you can be up to 8 Shroom, which will actually kill you in 2 turns. That feels pretty strong. Actually, and you're doing 4 damage. So you're taking 5, 9... We would still need to play this or such. Or you. Put the Sunrod on. Do that. Playing the Sunrod first when, like, it's the Sunrod versus another card that has a similar effect always seems pretty good. Because then you start their timer again. Alright, what do we have going on? So you're still alive here. You're gonna die to poison at the end of this turn. I have no one acting this turn. You're gonna do 2 damage to them, which is great. Just keep buffing them up. What do we have here? These guys gain more teeth when hit. Yikes. I basically have 2 cards before I redraw for free. I think healing you is going to be, with the Berry Blade, is going to be good. I also like the idea of putting the Spore Pack up here. Get a big row there. Take advantage of. I mean, it's basically just 3 damage to that whole row over 2 turns. Is that good? Maybe not, I don't know. better if I can like line up my poison so I can stack. Like just 2 and sometimes even just 3 poison alone isn't that amazing. But if I can like line it up with these guys' attacks, it gets a lot better. And one of these guys is just the goblin, which is less essential to try and kill them with poison. This guy I feel like I could tank all day if I really had to. These guys are a little scary. Let's do this. Killing that guy before this guy's turn was pretty important. Oh, you started with 0 teeth. You only had teeth because the other guy was in there. That actually changes things quite a bit. But I don't think I want you hitting them. I'm gonna move you up here. Because you're attacking twice. Which means I think you're gonna take like 6 damage. I might even kill you. Yeah, if you're gonna be up here, playing Spore Pack up here actually starts to look pretty strong. Because then you're gonna stack some more poison. Either that or I poison you and you're guaranteed to die soon. Let's go ahead and do this. I actually like this now. Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. That's like the last thing I wanted you to do. We can really charge up the fun gun this turn, because we have 2, 3, 4 damage incoming on you if I move you back. A lot of small hits, I like that, but then we do have to heal you, or even withdraw you. Go ahead and poison you some more. Take advantage of you already having poison on you. I think we will redraw here. We have more enemies coming in 2 turns. You are built up to 9. Kind of want to withdraw you. Problem's right now that you can't hit any spiky guys. I guess we get to heal you with the Berry Blade. I don't know if withdrawing you resets your counter. I suspect it doesn't, but I'm not sure. You're dying to poison this turn. I can Sunrod you, and then you attack this guy this turn. Or this guy. How do I kill this guy otherwise? Putting the hammer on you slowly whittles you down. Maybe we do that. You're doing 4 damage. I can Pepper Reaper you, and then you're doing 7 damage, which will kill. And then you just take 2 teeth damage back. This guy doesn't have to worry about hitting this guy. That actually feels pretty good. Alright, we have a boss coming in. Oof, triggers 1 hit. It's aimless to everyone. Interesting. Interesting twist to the spike mechanic, where the spike meant on hit that you took spike damage back. This guy does his attack on taking damage. It's very, it fits with a, Ooh, and poison counts as a hit, doesn't it? This is actually really tough. Now, snow blocks reactions, so I wonder if we just want to try and keep this guy snowed. While our poison kills. Oh, he didn't even trigger. I guess the snow applied first. I thought he'd at least trigger the first time. Alright, we get a redraw. We're gonna have to keep applying snow. You're doing 2 damage. Do I let you hit the fun gun? Probably not. Especially with aimless. I don't see anyone spiky. Although this guy's gonna have like... Oh, wait, you're not a boss. You're just a mini boss? Okay, I was thinking you'd have a second phase, but probably not. I'd really like to get this hammer on like the Maw-Jaw maybe. And then these guys both do damage to you next turn. What happens if you get 9? You can end up hitting the smog, though. You're also aimless. Maybe applying the Spore Pack. I don't know. Some poison on you. And we'll redraw. Or do I hold the Spore Pack anyways? No, because I need to snow you. Have to keep you snowed. I'll bring these guys both up here. Dang. We only got 1 poison on the Maw-Jaw, but now people aren't aimless, which is good. So we're gonna need to play Snow Stick again next turn. If actually, we're only doing 5 damage. We can actually tank you once with this guy. So I'm thinking maybe I bring the Sunrod count down. Probably count you down. Once you proc, you pretty much win. It's a lot of turns away though. If I bring you down, we can at least apply another 4 to you. Next turn. Probably better than applying 2. That means next turn you'll be at 2, 6. Yeah, let's do that. You're attacking, so you're gonna have to tank this hit. And then I was gonna redraw here, but I get a free redraw next turn, so... And redrawing currently ends our turn. Which means I should just play something. You're kind of trying to poison. Maybe I don't even let you get hit. I just bring you down here. You can bring in the Woodhead. Oh wait, no, you're gonna react with poison. I think I'm gonna do this then. Oh, poison doesn't count as a hit. Okay, I thought it was earlier. I thought the Loot Goblin was bleeding money from poison damage, but I guess that was just part of the animation from getting hit before. Which does mean I think poison isn't working on the Loot Goblins. Okay, interesting. I think them applying 0 attack does count as a hit, though. This does change a lot of things, though. That means I can, like, do this. Then you die. Beautiful. I gotta say, our deck looked like trash at the end. I wouldn't say trash, but at the end of the last session we played. And part of that was our draw order. These last 2 fights have been a lot smoother, but still very challenging. That last one is still very challenging. Okay, this is the boss coming up, I'm assuming. Yeah. Gonna make treasure or blink snail before going to the shop. We have a lot of money. This will let us buy like 1 card pretty much. Take the treasure. Palm Bomb hits all undamaged enemies for 5. Undamaged. Pretty good, although probably unlikely with our poison and aimless attacks, and like our barrage attacks, and enemies will be undamaged, so probably not the best for our deck, actually. Also going to the boss, this means it's going to only hit the boss once if I play it like turn 1. Yeah, probably not the best. Apply 1 block to a random ally or enemy. Twice. That's... yeah, like the dice say, that's a bit of a gamble. Totem, trigger when spice reaches 10 and then destroys itself. So it basically does 50 damage if you can build its spice up. I don't like any of these. Am I allowed to skip? Doesn't look like it, actually. Skipping is a valid option. That is interesting. I cannot skip. Okay. I don't want any of these. I'm taking the ice dice? I don't know. Seems to work okay with the poison proccing on stuff pretty frequently. The barrage attacks, maybe. What do we have here? Doubles the target spice. Restores 2 health to a whole row. Applies 5 shell to a whole row, but does 2 damage to the whole row as well. And this is one card I did have before. I thought it would attack one thing and then shell the row. But no, it does 2 damage to the whole row, but blocks for 5. Apply 7 consume. So we're getting all the spicy things after I just passed up that redonkulous totem. I think we grabbed the crown. That seemed really good before. Who would I put it on, though? I think it makes too much sense to put it on allies to get them start right away. They start taking down and applying their counter. They give you more ways to like tank damage and such. Do I like it more on the snoof or the wart? Or do I want to bring someone else into the fold? Snoof is pretty good to start the fight. It's applying snow a lot. This guy does get our poison going, and we're doing poison pretty frequently. Alright, let's get the word in. You have more health, you're not injured. Makes a lot of sense. I guess I want to get some charms. Gain 3 acorn on kill, or shell on kill. 94 left. I don't think I want any of these cards. Shellbow's intriguing. Oops, I did not mean to leave. Actually, with the crown, like if I had that turn 1, I can just put shell on all these guys. It also damages this guy, which increases their stuff. Maybe the shellbow's really good. Only 23. I can actually grab that and another charm. Let's go ahead and grab that. Try it out. Restore 2 on kill. These are all kind of bad for us because our guys don't do direct damage. I brought in the Foxy's bad since I got rid of the fire water, which increases their damage now. It could be good on Wallop. Alright, we'll give you even more shell. Oh, I can just really buff you up. Okay. I think we'll just do that, because it really doesn't seem that helpful on other people. These two literally don't kill. This guy only does 1 damage. One bling remains. Alright, onto the boss. Alright. I don't know how long the boss fight will be, but this session is getting long, so maybe we will save this for another part. So I'm going to call this here. And yeah, this is really fun. I'm really curious to see how this boss fight goes. We'll take a look at the mechanics here in a second. Or in next session, I should say. I haven't seen this one before. The other boss I saw at this part of the game, I saw the same one twice, and they were really difficult. I think this is the best deck I've built so far, though, so let's see how it works for this. I'm already seeing whenever anything takes damage from poison, gain 1. It looks like this could be a hard counter to us. But I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Do check out the links in the description below. You can find my Patreon if you want to show some support. You can find my Discord if you want to check out the community. And there's other stuff down there. But for now, I am out. Take it easy, guys.